Expos have always been places for architects to experiment. And here in Milan, they could really go wild, within limits. Organizers required that pavilions be constructed in an environmentally friendly way. That's why wood is the main construction material in evidence at Expo 2015. Take the Spanish Pavilion, one of 54 national pavilions. For 6 months, it will present Spain to the world. So the architect faced a big challenge. How could he build a structure that's sustainable yet representative?
Trying to do something that has never been seen before is the typical approach to a pavilion, because pavilions are supposed to surprise you. And we were trying to surprise people through the simplicity of our pavilion somehow.
Other nations try to do this by using big names. Star architect Norman Foster designed this pavilion for the United Arab Emirates. The Russian pavilion opts for the expansive look. The country started off on a level playing field on the Expo grounds. Each lot is only 20 meters wide along the central road, regardless of the size of the pavilion. That also posed a logistical challenge.
Creating access to the property was difficult because everyone has to come from the street. The plot is very small. You can't store anything there temporarily since you'll just end up getting in the way of your neighbor. That's why construction was so time-consuming and why some things weren't finished until the last minute.
The German pavilion emphasizes technical innovation rather than visual extravagance. Printed solar cells and a natural ventilation concept promote the idea of sustainability. The Italian pavilion also features surprising little details. The building's facade, which resembles tree branches, is made of a new kind of cement that can help clean the air. Architect Michele Mole helped create the concept, which is also intended to symbolize Italian culture.
We choose to represent Italy with the idea of the plaza. So this great void inside the building is the plaza in which all the community, all the Italian community can meet together and feel themselves not like individual people, but a community.
The Palazzo Italia will be a reminder of this expo for years to come, mainly because all the other pavilions will be torn down. That's why most of the architects used lightweight construction materials. 80% of the materials must be recyclable. But that doesn't mean architects can't come up with extravagant designs. As the French pavilion proves, the wooden building resembles a French landscape that's been turned upside down. It was based on the idea of the traditional French indoor market. Once the expo closes at the end of October, the structure by architect Anouk Legendre will be rebuilt in France.
Expos have always been places to demonstrate possibilities. We used this building to demonstrate wood's diversity as a building material. Normally, wood is square-shaped, and it's been used in the same way for ages. We wanted to show that wood can be used in new ways and that the shapes can be very free. Many people don't realize you can do something like this with wood, have this freedom. But then, France is the land of liberty.
The British Pavilion takes a completely different approach. It's designed to resemble a beehive, complete with a swarm of bees. Composed of 170,000 parts, it's more like an accessible artwork than a building. Its creator doesn't only want to highlight the ecological importance of bees. The design by British architect and artist Wolfgang Buttress is also a plea for a more people-friendly architecture.
For me, I think the most successful architecture is the one where the person is in the centre of the architecture, where it's you can have amazing shapes, textures, rooms, meaning. But to me, it's how it feels when you're actually inside the building.
20 million visitors are expected to come to Expo 2015. Some 1.3 billion euros have been spent creating the pavilions. Will they influence the future of architecture?
Something is happening on the architecture scene. The topic of conserving resources is being taken very seriously. That has to start in the area of reduction. We can see that here on the pavilion's roof, but also all around us.
Das sehen wir hier auf dem Pavillon, aber auch in der Nachbarschaft.
Though they may be temporary, the Expo pavilions are visually stunning and leave a lasting impression.